the President and I agree that we should be turning up the heat in Libya. I believe the pressure is on that regime. You see it in the fact that the rebels have successfully liberated much of Misrata. You see it in the success in other parts of the country. You see it in the strength of the coalition. You see it in the growth of the National Transitional Council. So I believe we should be turning up that pressure, and on Britain's part we will be looking at all of the options for turning up that pressure, obviously within the terms of UN Resolution 1973, because we believe we need to keep enforcing that resolution, protecting civilians, pressurizing that regime so that the Libyan people have a chance to decide their own future. And within that, those are the options we'll look at. You asked the question about this relationship and past relationships. I think every relationship between a president and a prime minister is different. I would say both of us strongly believe in the special relationship. We both called it an essential relationship. But we believe you have, as I said in my speech, we have to learn the lessons of history about how best we promote the values that we share. And that means, yes, going with the grain of other cultures. It means, yes, having a patient understanding that building democracy takes time, and you have to work on the building blocks of democracy and not believe this all can be done in an instant. But I believe in that partnership we're extremely strong together in wanting to see the same outcomes, whether that's in Afghanistan, where we want to see a peaceful and stable Afghanistan that no longer requires the presence of foreign troops to keep it free from terrorism, and we want to see a Libya where people have the chance to decide their own future. But we are doing things in a different way. We have ruled out occupying forces, invading armies. We are doing what we can to enforce Resolution 1973 and allowing the Libyan people to choose their own future. And we're very committed to doing that work together.
Well, first of all, I do think that we've made enormous progress in Libya. We have saved lives as a consequence of our concerted actions. I think it is important to note that we did so under a UN mandate and as part of a broad-based international coalition that includes Arab countries. And I absolutely agree that given the progress that has been made over the last several weeks, that Gaddafi and his regime need to understand that there will not be a let-up in the pressure that we are applying. And the United Kingdom, the United States, and our other partners are putting a wide range of resources consistent with the UN mandate in order to achieve that pressure. And I think we will ultimately be successful. The goal is to make sure that the Libyan people can make a determination about how they want to proceed, and that they'll be finally free of 40 years of tyranny, and they can start creating the institutions required for self-determination. In terms of historical analogies, I just want to underscore this is not the United Kingdom and the United States alone. We have a broad range of partners under an international mandate designed to save lives and ensure that we did not have the sort of massacre that would lead us then to look back and say to ourselves, why did we stand by and do nothing?